Welcome to this comprehensive guide on mastering modal verbs and reflexive pronouns, designed specifically for university students. Let's begin with an introduction to modal verbs, focusing on have to, should, and must. First up is have to, a modal verb used to express obligation and necessity. Have to is primarily used to express obligations that come from external factors, like rules or laws. For example, you have to wear a uniform at school. Understanding the positive and negative forms is crucial. Have to indicates an obligation, while don't have to shows an absence of obligation, not a prohibition. For instance, I have to study for my exam versus I don't have to work on weekends. Next, let's explore should, a modal verb that offers advice and recommendations. Should is perfect for giving advice, making recommendations, or expressing a mild obligation. For example, you should eat more vegetables, or you should apologize for your mistake. The negative form, shouldn't, advises against an action. For example, you shouldn't procrastinate, or you shouldn't talk loudly in the library. Now, let's delve into must, a modal verb that conveys strong obligation or strong certainty. Must indicates an obligation or necessity that comes from within the speaker, or a strong logical deduction. For instance, I must finish this assignment tonight, or that must be John at the door, he said he'd be here. The negative form, mustn't, expresses a prohibition or something that is not allowed. For example, you mustn't smoke in here, or students mustn't cheat on exams. It's important to distinguish between must and have to. Remember, must is often about personal or strong logical necessity, while have to is for external rules. We'll practice this distinction. Now, let's shift our focus to reflexive pronouns, another important grammatical concept. Reflexive pronouns are used when the subject and the object of a verb are the same person or thing. They refer back to the subject of the sentence. The singular forms are myself, yourself, himself, herself, and itself. The plural forms are ourselves, yourselves, and themselves. For example, I taught myself to play the guitar, and they enjoyed themselves at the party. Let's explore some common uses of reflexive pronouns in sentences. They are often used with certain verbs where the action reflects back on the subject, like enjoy yourself, blame yourself, or cut yourself. They can also be used for emphasis, such as I built the house myself. While similar, reflexive pronouns act as the object, while emphatic pronouns are used to add emphasis to a noun or pronoun already present. We'll differentiate these with practice. In conclusion, we've covered the core concepts of modal verbs and reflexive pronouns. Practice is key to mastering these. We'll now combine our knowledge with practice exercises.